Let's study the case in story manner. Okay, let me start the story. In a quiet village near Kundagol in Dharwad district, Kamlesh owned 3 acres of ancestral farmland. The land wasn't just soil, it was identity, pride, and security. His wife, Kasturi, had borrowed 8 lakhs from her brother, Mallesh, 5 years ago for their daughter's wedding. The loan was informal, sealed with trust and emotion, and backed only by verbal assurance that the farmland would stand as security. But year passed. The money remained unpaid, arguments grew louder, silence grew longer. Kasturi moved to her parents' house in town with their son. The marriage was no longer a partnership. It was battlefield divided by debt. Here, Kasturi wanted freedom. Freedom from humiliation in front of her brother. Freedom from a consistent demand for repayment. Freedom from husband who refused to sell or transfer even a portion of land. To her, the land became a burden rather than heritage. She believed one thing firmly: if the land came to her name, everything would be solved. Now, here's the conflict started. Kamlesh refused to sell the land. "This land is my father's blessing," he would say. "It will not lose it for debt." For him, land was survival. For her, it was the solution. The conflict wasn't just about money. It was about ego, control, pride, and years of restraint. Mallesh, feeling cheated and insulted, began pursuing his sister. "You promised," he reminded her repeatedly. What began as financial stress slowly turned into a dangerous idea. What if Kamlesh wasn't alive? The land would legally pass to Kasturi. The thought, once unthinkable, slowly felt logical. Here's the change when happened. One night, silence replaced argument. Kamlesh was found dead, strangled with a rope. The village whispered heart attack, fate, or mystery, or even natural death. But the police investigation revealed cracks in the story. Inconsistency, phone record, statements that didn't match. The natural death turned into a murder case. The truth surfaced: a conspiracy built from debt and dispersion. Kasturi and Mallesh were arrested. Regarding all these actions, the result were land remained untouched, unusable, now tied in a legal proceedings. The doctor's marriage stood overshadowed by a scandal. The son lost both parents, one to death, one to prison. What Kasturi desired was relief. What she received was ruin. The 3 acres of land that once symbolized stability become a reminder: when desire overtakes reason, the conflict replaces communication. The result is not freedom, but irreversible loss. Now, here's the legal remedy. What can be done? Here's, if the first offense is committed, like murder, she has committed a murder. According to section 103, Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita 2023, it's gonna be take place. And criminal conspiracy, section 61 BNS. Okay, then common intentions between brother and sister, which are gonna be like death penalty or life imprisonment plus fine. And here's the motive. She killed her husband for a piece of land, but she couldn't own the land for the act of Hindu Succession Act. Here they tell that the murderer cannot own a land. Okay, now he can't even if it's legally hers, but she can't own a land. Under Section 25 of Hindu Succession Act, a person who commits murder is disqualified for inheriting the property of the person murderer. This was the case where we can learn about this what we call desire or unthinkable things to do for a time being. It is very bad. It's gonna cost whole life or future. So we have to take a pause, look at the problem and find the solution by not causing harm to anyone or any else to other. Now, thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, please share and support. Thank you.